Hi. Sorry for late. Sorry for late.
I was
Yeah.
texting you more, but internet is not good. So
Yeah.
I told you that I'm sorry that you needed to come back again.
Yeah.
That I can come back there.
Yes.
But that message didn't arrive.
Yeah, it's okay, but we are meeting now, so there is
You
no
were
matter.
jumping a lot.
No, it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah. Actually, I didn't come here. I've been a historical museum nearby hostel.
That
You
one.
recommended. So yeah, that is
What do you
much.
think?
Oh, it's so nice.
It is nice. Huh?
Yeah, but historical things is not nice to me.
You're not interested.
Yeah, very typical to me. Yeah.
Difficult for you to understand, huh?
Yeah, but it's okay. Yeah.
You're filming already. You're filming the.
Yeah. When I'm meeting you, yeah, I'm
Okay,
feeling
okay,
it.
okay.
So, what did you eat for lunch?
I was struggling to find something cheap.
Uh-huh.
It's not possible here.
You're not possible to have
Everything
it.
is expensive. For
Oh,
me, I think those
Me
are
too.
high prices.
Yeah, so that is why I had a gyros, you know?
I
Gyros.
didn't find it.
Uh-huh.
Then I entered just some restaurant and ate pasta. That's it.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
If you don't have something, so I also don't have something, and we have together.
No, I don't
Yeah.
like because
Uh-huh.
this area is very touristic and
Yeah.
the prices are very high.
Yeah, of course.
And if you travel like you or me and you need like money every day, you're
Yeah,
not here
yeah.
for like 3 days and then you go home.
Yeah, of course.
You take care of the prices.
It's okay.
Here is
Sometimes I
not
need
possible.
to get some luxury food.
Of course.
Yeah,
Normal one.
once a week. Yeah,
Luxury food. Are
yeah.
you cooking in hostel?
No, actually not. Yeah, because
lazy, huh?
yeah, it is very easy, but I don't have much enough sauce, kind of salt and soy sauce and
You
know
can
the
find here.
red pepper. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, our country we need always red pepper powder.
For any
Yeah.
dish.
Yeah, so yeah, here is no red pepper powder
I
and
don't know if you found here some Korean restaurant.
yeah.
There is, huh?
Yeah, just once a week.
Is it nice? What do you think?
Here is not nice. I heard that,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know. I didn't go to the Korean restaurant in here.
You didn't check.
Yeah. But Kyrgyz or Uzbek, another country,
Uh-huh.
Korean food was so nice.
So the food is nice outside
Yeah.
of your country, Korean one.
Yeah, so nice.
I
So
think that, for example, Chinese
Chinese.
food is
Yeah.
not the same outside of China. People are telling
yes.
me that in China is one
Yeah.
taste and outside is they're like
Yeah.
making it for local people, so
Yes.
it's not the same.
Yes.
Nie będę SIM card za nie, doktor.
Do you want to us to visit some part of the city or something? I don't have like any schedule. So
Me too. I don't have any schedule, so
did you see? Are you interested in cemeteries?
cemetery. just try to go there. Yeah. Yeah.
There is one nice.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I don't know the many places in here. Just I know the Parthenon or some hills.
You already visited that hills and you showed me the photos, so
Yeah,
you already
yeah.
saw that part.
No.
This week.
We can go again. Yeah, I can go again on the hill.
Later, we can come
Yeah, yes.
back. Yesterday I was again walking around
Here.
and I was sick. I told you that
Yes.
I was cold
Yeah.
and I was so tired. And you don't have where to sit here. You can sit. There is no like benches on the
Yes, of course. Yeah.
And I went that way because there is that cemetery I wanted to see. And then I was sleeping in
Really?
the cemetery.
Oh my gosh, a little bit danger, no?
No, because tourists are entering. And-
So funny.
Yeah, they are. I was not the only one, but I was the
Yeah.
only one who was sleeping on the bench.
Yeah,
But it was very hot and nice and quiet, you know, and it was a bench, and I just. So it was half an hour.
Just come back home. Come back home.
Yeah. After that, I felt much better.
Oh yeah.
Power nap.
so fun.
See everything in 2 days, maybe 1 day. You can just walk and see everything, which is
Yeah.
important.
But I'm getting old, so I don't wanna work whole day. It's like 4 hours, 5 hours. Just I wanna work for 3 hours enough in a day.
This is actually your work.
Yeah. You can see the right, like linker.
Okay.
Yeah. It is work.
So you can earn money with that, filming videos.
Maybe I hope so, but not
No,
now.
I'm asking you, is
Yeah,
it
yeah.
like your job or you do this for fun?
I'm really doing my job. It's my doing the job.
Okay.
Actually, not job, but I hope so. I want to make.
But you want to make a channel, right?
Yes, yes. I already have a channel, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So it is my first time to showing some tourists
Mm-hmm.
in my channel.
You're filming everything I'm saying
You know, I tour.
about the sleeping on the cemetery.
You know, I trip 4 country alone. So I always saying the Korean language in my channel.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Here is good, very nice. By myself, only alone. So now I can speak with another person.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I don't know any Korean, but you can
Yeah.
put subtitles.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I always make subtitle. Even I can speak Korean.
Uh-huh.
I make subtitle the English because of my.
Followers, you want
Yeah.
people to.
Yeah.
Good.
Actually, I'm a shy guy, so I couldn't tell to the hostel people, do you want to come with me? Like that.
You
Oh.
didn't call nobody to join you.
Aha.
You can ask people because everybody are
Yeah.
here.
Yes,
Most of the
yes.
people alone.
Yes. No,
You
no.
can just ask.
When I go to the hostel,
Uh-huh.
many hostel I've been there,
Uh-huh.
but most of people has a couple or some, yeah, two people.
They are with somebody already.
Yeah, they has a body. So I couldn't say that. Yeah.
But you can ask them for a drink or something.
Yeah. And it is not easy to make a friendship with the hostel people because I always doing the working for making video and so take video and yeah, there is no time to.
So your experience is that it is not easy to find a friend
Yeah.
in hostel.
Yeah, but easy, very easy, but I feel shy to say something because my English level is so low. I think so. Because when I try to talk with someone, we stayed for 10 minutes. After that, no more saying that. So
For
yeah.
your, because you're from Asia,
Yeah.
for Asian person, your English is very nice.
Oh, really?
Yes, I know that you don't have that much schools there. How you learned your English?
English?
Uh-huh.
About 10 years?
On your own.
Yeah.
You were
No.
watching the movies or
We have a class in middle school,
Ah,
high
you have
school,
classes.
but we couldn't speak like this.
that much.
We only do write down or some reading. Yeah, that's all. Listening. Yeah, we couldn't speak in the middle school and high school.
Because I know a lot of people from Europe and USA are going to Asia to teach people English.
Ah,
private
yes.
schools and everything.
Yes. Yeah, I hope so. I'm gonna be more good speaker to speak
You
English.
will be with
Yeah.
them, of course. You're not bad, really. Trust me.
No. So you are usually meeting with someone in hostel?
I am traveling alone most of the time,
Yes.
and I don't have problem to ask person, as you can see.
Wow. Yes.
Because when I see that somebody is friendly,
Mm-hmm.
I ask. Of course, you can see if some person is not friendly.
Yeah.
Of course, you don't ask.
Yes.
But if I see that somebody is alone and seems kind, it's not a problem for me. If I am
Oh.
today busy, I will not ask you. But I have like
Yeah.
3 days, so
Yeah, of course.
tomorrow I'm traveling. I finished everything I wanted to see and to buy.
yeah.
So if I'm not now with you, I would sit somewhere, drink
Yeah.
coffee or read book or.
Oh.
So-
So I want to drink in the pub alone, but it is not good to me because
We can go tonight in the pub.
Pub.
I went last night. There is very nice pub near our hostel. We can go tonight. But you think if you sit alone, people will look at you or what?
Yeah.
No.
And I take my video alone on the table. Yeah, most of people watch me. What are you doing like that?
No. Because Athens is very touristic, I can see. So people are not paying any attention what you are doing. For example, when I was in Turkey,
Yeah.
a lot of time, people are asking me all the time, where are you from? Where are you from?
Oh, yes.
Here, maybe one person asked me.
Uh-huh.
and that after like 10 minutes of talking. So nobody is interested actually. Nobody pay attention.
But
what you're
especially
doing.
most of Turkey people ask to the where are you from like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
People they're asking a lot.
Turkish more familiar with.
They are
Yeah.
more kind.
Yes.
They're more kind. Yeah.
You are so brave to tour alone. Wow.
As lady.
Yes.
Well, you have a lot of ladies traveling alone. I don't know if you met girls in hostels and.
Yeah. But even if,
Let me just remember.
okay.
Okay.
Wow. Do you remember any maps?
Yesterday I came this way to see that cemetery, and now I remember the way.
Wow. Can I ask you about the age? I'm 30 years old. Here.
30, you.
30.
I'm
Wow. You look like 29.
You're 29?
No, I'm 30.
You're 30.
Yeah, you look like.
You look like no, thank you. So you're from South Korea? Which city?
Oh, you know the South Korea? Oh, yeah. Be careful. Busan, you know Busan?
I don't know anything about your country, so.
Oh, yeah, I can tell you about our countries. Yeah.
So whatever you tell me, it will be new for me. I know only it is like that you have south and west, and that
Yeah.
you're split.
Yeah,
No,
most-
not west, sorry, north and south.
Yes, yes.
It was together back in a time, but not
Yes.
anymore.
Yes.
I know that you are near Japan, right?
You-
Japan is near.
Yes, yes. Between
Okay.
the Japan.
I know that you have sea, of course.
Yes. East Sea, West Sea, South Sea.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know that the tourism is good there because I told
Yeah.
you some of my friends they worked there in hotels and they're going there for a job
In Korea.
in your Korea, right?
Wow.
Do you have border with China? I can't remember now.
Port?
Border. You share border with China. Is it neighbor country?
Yes, yes.
It is.
Between the China and Japan, our
So,
country.
if you need to compare your culture with China and Japan, to which one is more similar? To Japan or to China? What do you think?
It's like Europe. Yeah. Everything is same, but food and culture is totally different. But I can say much similar with Japan.
I can see that you physically look more like Japanese people than
Yeah, most of people saying
yeah,
that,
yeah,
but some people looks like China, you know?
Chinese.
Yeah. So most of Koreans traveling another countries, everybody say that, are you Japanese? Are you Chinese? Like that.
They're
Yeah,
asking you.
there are no saying Koreans.
Yes, because if you speak with a random person from Europe or from USA or from those countries,
Yeah.
they don't know any differences.
Yes, yes.
They know only about China and Japan. The
Yeah.
biggest country, that's it. If you ask my mom, you will be Chinese.
Yeah, maybe your mom saying that, are you Japanese? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
If I
Because,
show her your photo,
yeah.
she would ask, how, Japan or China?
You know, even my mother saying that you looks like Japanese.
But if you didn't tell me who you are,
Uh-huh.
I would think that you are maybe half, that some of your parents are maybe white.
White.
And like a white person and
Oh.
and
Really?
some of your,
Wow.
I would not say that you are 100% Asian if you
Oh.
didn't tell me that.
Because of my height and some
Yes,
appearance.
you're high.
Yeah.
You're high and you're
Yeah.
white
Yes.
and you look like those
Yeah.
people. I saw them in movies or I don't know,
Aha.
like some celebrities. They are mixed.
Aha, I knew that. I knew that.
Okay.
Oh, here is some tombs or some.
Yes. So
Yeah.
you can tell me your official religion is Buddhism? your
Actually,
country?
I don't have. In our country,
Uh-huh.
most of people believe the Christian.
They are Christian as well.
Yes.
Because this is Christian cemetery,
Mm-hmm.
but there is a huge difference in between Catholic Christian, Orthodox and Protestants.
Yes.
This one is Orthodox.
Also,
Orthodox, that is the name. Orthodox
Greece,
Christianity.
Christian?
Everybody believes in Jesus Christ.
Uh-huh.
That is the same.
Yeah.
Just some details are different.
Mm-hmm.
So Greek people, they are Orthodox, same as my people. Serbian are also, and Russian.
Ah,
Maybe they have some of Catholics,
Yes.
but most of them are Orthodox.
Orthodox.
Orthodox,
Ah.
that is the official name. Orthodox Greek Church. So
Yes,
this is
Greek church.
Orthodox.
Yeah.
Orthodox Greek Church.
Oh, on the city center has a
Big
Greek.
one.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, yes. It is also Orthodox.
I watched that.
So those monuments are actually burial places.
Mm-hmm.
You're burying. If you say that you're Christian, then you know people when the person is dead. You're burying it in the ground, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're doing those cremations when you burn the body. Do you have that? But most of the people
the
are
body.
burying.
Yeah, burying.
Uh-huh.
But nowadays not burying because our country is very small and that is the reason. Yeah, so that is the reason why we are burned it. After that, just put on the pot.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yes,
Yes,
yes.
yeah.
Sometimes we do that,
Uh-huh.
but this is like classical style.
Mhm.
People are buried.
Buried.
So those are like just
Yeah.
stones, tombstones
Mhm.
from rich families, as you can see.
Yes.
Maybe some famous Greek people. I
Mhm.
don't know because I can't read the letter is specific. I can't understand
Uh-huh.
what they are,
Yeah.
or just rich people.
Rich people.
Rich with money, of course.
Yeah.
And those are the families. They
Yeah.
sometimes whole families
Yes.
are buried together.
Mm-hmm. Ah, yes, yes. Oh, but that is the old culture,
Sorry.
old traditional cultures. No. Better with the summer.
This is old. Yeah, this is most
Uh-huh.
probably 100 years old cemetery,
Yeah.
and you can see the people died in 19th century.
Mhm. So how many countries you traveling?
So far, I never went out of Europe.
Out of Europe?
Never.
Uh-huh.
But in Europe, a lot. 15, 20. I can't remember.
15, 20.
Maybe.
Wow.
In between 15 and 20.
For-
But everything in Europe.
For several years.
Yes, I'm traveling. Not continuously,
Mhm.
but I'm traveling since I'm 18, maybe.
18.
Yes, that was the first time when I
Wow.
traveled.
How-
It's normal for us because school is taking you.
Mm-hmm.
For example, when I was in school,
Mm-hmm.
it was final year of
Mm.
my high school, and then the teachers they gathered the students and
Mhm.
they bring us to here or Hungary or some neighborhood
Oh,
country. So
yeah.
we are traveling with teachers
Ah.
in our schools. So that was the first time for me. After that, I
Mhm.
made a passport
Mm-hmm.
and I started traveling
Oh.
alone.
So
Yeah,
nice. That is the reason why most of European people tour many countries like Thailand, even Thailand.
Because
or
we start
Vietnam.
very early. For us,
Oh.
it's normal.
In Korea, we are usually go to the high school and we are usually go to the university.
Mhm.
Most of people, maybe 80% people.
No, we are also going to university.
But
But whenever we have free time,
Yeah.
vacation or money,
Mhm.
we just travel.
we too, but we don't have enough time to get money because, yeah.
Those are mosquitoes.
Oh yes, our university price is so expensive.
So you work to pay university, right?
Yes, most of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is the reason.
Oh, in my country, you can study for free.
For free.
Mhm.
Wow, so nice.
Yes. You need to be
Wow.
good student,
Yeah.
but if you're good, you have everything for free.
Oh, our same. If I'm a first of my class,
Mhm.
I can study for free.
You can study.
Yeah, I can study for
okay.
free. If I'm a best one.
If
in
you're
my-
best one.
Yeah.
But maybe only you, only one person, huh?
No, maybe one or two.
Two.
Yeah, different with university.
When I finished my high school,
Mhm.
in my class, it
Uh-huh.
was 20, I think 20 students.
Yeah.
All of them,
Mm.
20 people, get university for free.
Wow.
Only my class. So you can imagine how many students
yeah.
entered university for free.
Oh, how many students in your class?
It was 20 in mine, but sometimes it is 30, sometimes 15. It depends.
Wow, but almost over the half people
Are studying.
get a scholarship.
Yes.
Wow,
yes.
so nice.
It is nice. Not you have like popular universities.
Mhm.
Everybody wants to get there.
Yeah, of course.
So, but they have limited space. So
Mhm.
when they are full,
Mhm.
everybody else needs to pay.
Yeah.
But if you want to study like something which is not that popular, you can just go and study for free.
Wow.
I can name some, for
Yeah.
example, some language. If I
Yeah.
want to study, for example, Korean language in my
Uh-huh.
country,
Uh-huh.
there is not much people that wants to study that. I can study it for free.
Wow.
Yeah.
So nice. Oh.
We will be eaten
Yeah.
by those mosquitoes.
Yeah.
So, yes. You always have that option. If you are a nice student, you can enter university for free.
Oh.
That is good.
So you believe this religion?
Sorry.
Do you believe this religion? Yeah.
I believe, yes, yes. I'm not like a
Yep.
believer. I'm not going to pray or bother people like
Yeah,
that way.
yeah.
But I believe that there is something. So I'm not like no, there's no God. Everything is black.
You look like teacher, because you know the.
I was a teacher. Yeah, I was.
You was a teacher?
I was working in a school
Whoa.
for 5 years.
For 5 years.
And then I quit because my salary was.
Oh my gosh.
It was awful, really.
Me too.
You also.
I'm not
really?
actually I'm not a teacher, but my salary is.
The salary. Yeah.
Yeah, so.
That's why you quit your job, huh?
Yes, of course. Everybody wanna get a high salary.
Of course. Then after the school, I changed my career. I became tour guide. And,
Tour guide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I work in tourism sector, and agencies are hiring me to work for them as a tour guide. That's it.
So how many years do you work in the tour
4
office?
years. Do you want us to sit here or?
If you want, yeah.
We can sit because
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
the coffee is good for sure.
Here or?
This place. Yeah.
Okay. 누님 선생님 출신이라서 저한테 되게 친절하게 영어 못해도 잘 설명해 주시네요. 그래서 굉장히 영어가 느는 기분입니다. 자신감이 생기네. 와, 지금 펍에 왔는데 이 무드가 장난 아닙니다. 굉장히 분위기 좋네. 주말에 여기서 밴드 공연도 하는데 오늘 평일이라서 쉬는 날인가 보네요. But this is black. So your country has your own language in Serbia.
Language, yes, Serbian. It is
Serbian. Oh,
But the same language you will hear in Croatia and in Bosnia
Bosnia.
and Montenegro.
Aha.
Because all those countries, Serbia, Croatia, Bosnia, Slovenia, Montenegro, Macedonia, 6 countries,
Yes.
they were all Yugoslavia.
Yugoslavia. Aha.
When Yugoslavia split after the war, we had huge war
Yeah.
during the 1995. Huge war. After that, you have 6 republics. Everybody split, but same language in 4 countries. Only Slovenian is different and Macedonian is different.
감자튀김이 이게 네모난 게 아니고 U자네요, U자. Yeah.
Good for saucing. For dipping sauce. What's this?